Bonjour, everyone. Hi, this is Neshi Lilkatz. Welcome to Star Nation's organization's main fan page where I do my weekly evening show called Communications from Home. And I'm trying to figure out how to add a friend. Hang on. I tell you what, technology is grand. So earlier today, I had contacted, I did a live stream to let you know that my internet is out. And so this is what we're trying to do. And I was going to try to bring my guest on with me, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Turn that on. No. Well. Hello, Stephanie. I know you're out there somewhere. And I thought I could just add you on. But hang on, let me see. Hello, everybody. This is like watching paint dry. So fascinating, right? Because we're going to be doing a couple things. I was going to introduce you to a friend of mine, Stephanie Ebert, who is also one of the co-founders for Social Distance Powwow. And I tell you what, I also have, now I have sunlight coming in the window. So let's see. Something's not right here. I thought I asked for them to join. And I got my phone turned, so. Well, isn't that something? Hi, Stephanie. Okay, so this is kind of, hey, we're going to use that word, unprecedented. Tonight is Tuesday, April 21st, and this is Communications from Home, and I'm your host, Neshi Lilkatz. And this may be just a short show tonight because I can't get my guest on. I can't figure out how to add her on. That's weird. I should be able to add her on, and I don't see where to do that. So Stephanie, we're going to have to maybe have you reschedule, okay? Because I know she's in the live stream, and she was standing by to get to be put on with me doing the native live stream. So we will have her reschedule. Yeah. And I've got my phone turned sideways because I wanted it to have the elongated, the horizontal, so that when I brought Stephanie on, we'd actually have a really good frame. Now, you have to let me know. I am sideways? Okay. How's that? Does that work? Gotta let me know. Cindy, let me know if I'm still sideways, okay? That way. Yeah. This is weird. Weird. Of course, I could finish this one and start over. Am I now vertical rather than horizontal? Oh, yay. That's good. That's always good. So let me see if I can do this. Hey, Rob. Actually, if you could share it out, that would be great. I thought I could bring her on, but I don't see where the button is for that. Okay, hang on. It's a possibility I'm going to have to use my iPad. Let me see. I don't even know if I can get on because I don't have internet access right now. I'm running off from my hotspot on my phone. And technology is grand, right? Hold on. Let me see if I can make sure that I'm on. It says Wi-Fi. Huh. That's interesting. It says that my Wi-Fi, that it's on, but I know it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me see. We're going to do with Nishi's phone. Okay, now I'm going to walk you guys through this with me. All right, so we're going to try this. Okay. And hey, Rob, if you could let Stephanie know that I'm going to have her on if I can get this thing to work, okay? So, let's see. I'm going to see if we can get Stephanie on with us. Lynn says, I've been training in Zoom all day. Yay! Getting prepared for those classes. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it on my iPad. I'm going to do a live video. Okay. Yes, I'm working on getting you on, Stephanie. Okay, now wait. No, that doesn't do it. Okay, this is taxing out every technical thing that I know. So hold on. I'm trying to get my my guest on with me. And I don't see the button on where to add her on. I thought we used to be able to do this. To add a friend on. And don't tell me Facebook changed it, because I haven't looked at it in a long, long time. I think they changed it. Isn't that sweet? So I think what we're going to do is, Rob, if you could let Stephanie know that I'll contact her separately and reschedule her, okay? All right, that would be great. So you guys were supposed to meet a lady who is doing some pretty good stuff with the social distancing powwowing. And her name is Stephanie Ebert, and we're going to have her on. I'll get her rescheduled because I think it would be really nice for you guys to meet her and to get the real story about how they started the social distance powwow group, which is I think 160,000 members now. And so we'll have her back on so that we can do that, okay? Okay, so let me see. I'm going to say hi to a few people here because I know Stephanie's in the house. I know Cindy's here too. Yay. And, of course, Rob's here. Deb's here too. And Lynn. Hello, Lynn. Yeah, training all day. And see, Stephanie's in the house. I got you there, but I can't get you on the live stream with me. So we'll reschedule, okay? And Cindy says, Rob, have you heard of splitting your Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, Barbie's here too. Hello, Barbie. And, okay. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Is internet outage and how it goes all the way across the United States. So yeah, mine just happens to be. I know it could be it could be that 3-day thing. Who knows? All right, so tonight, what this is going to be about. So we're going to talk some love. Okay, we're going to talk about love and Grandmother Earth. And so many of you join me for the morning meditations, right? And yeah, for the grounding, protecting, and centering, right? And so in that particular meditation, and many of you have also done the Unity Breath meditation with me as well. And in both of those meditations, what we do is we talk about how Grandmother Earth, she is the one who is doing the ascension. We're following her, right? And in order for us to even be here with her, that we have to match her in vibration. And one of the things that indigenous people all over the world, the ancestors, they all know about the certain frequency that we need to be able to be with her, and that's love. And so what we do in those meditations is we bring images, or if we're outside, we can hear the birds, we can see the trees, right? And how much we love her. And so that's one of the things I'd like to have a conversation about tonight is your connection with Grandmother Earth, because tomorrow is Earth Day, right? And so this is the time that we can turn our full attention, Uh-oh, did my video freeze? Say no. Rant. Well, let me know if my video froze. I turned down my light just a little bit. Okay, thank you, Deborah. And so our connection to Grandmother Earth is really, really important. And it's just not in words and rhetoric, but it's the emotion, the feeling that we have for her, the love that we have for her, and the appreciation. Because everything that we have is because of her. Everything that we have comes from her. All our food, all our water, our housing, even the minerals, things that we use every single day that we might take for granted, right? And so our connection to her is I'm going to use the word vital. It's vital. Did you know that even our brain waves are connected to her? Our entire body is connected to her. There's some earth energy that some of you have heard about and probably know about as much as I do, maybe, or even more. And that's called the Schumann wave. And the Schumann wave is a resonance, right? It's you could say that it's the heartbeat of Grandmother Earth. You could say that's her frequency in her physical body, okay? Now, the thing is that there's some people who kind of get confused a little bit because the Schumann wave is measured, and the measurement goes up to 40, okay? And a lot of people say, well, you know, the Schumann wave went up to 160 today. Well, it kind of did. That's the amplitude. But her actual, it would be like feeling her pulse for her heartbeat, right? And so her heartbeat will only go up to so high. And we have been up to close to the 40 before, yes. When they first started doing the measurements and actually paying attention to this back in, I think it was 1986, it was at 7.8, I think it was. And it was there for a long time, and even before that, it was much lower. And then back in the 90s, it started spiking. In the 2000s, it started spiking. And so, you know, I think the highest that I've seen the recordings are at is at 38. And so that is really high. So the amplitude, you'll see over 100. It's still her, but it's not exactly her actual heartbeat, okay? So anyway, we are so tied into her that our brain waves, we really need her for our brains to function. And they found this out by when the astronauts went up into space, and they spent a few days up there, right? And they were sick. They got sick because they were outside of her resonance for quite a long time. And the Russians actually found that out too. In fact, some of the cosmonauts, I think they're called, were up there for a really long time. And I don't know, the rumor is, the rumor, because I can't substantiate this one, is that literally lost their minds, okay? And at the space station, they do have a way of recreating her residence so that they can stay up there in a healthy way, okay? So our body resonates with her. When we go on those long flights, those transatlantic flights, and we have jet lag, that's because we've been outside of her field for X number of hours. And as soon as we land, and the best thing you can do is go lay on a ley line to get re-energized and in sync with her, okay? So we truly are her children. We truly are. And so when we turn our attention to her is to really tune into your feelings, your emotions about her, okay? Check in. How do you feel about her? Do you love her? Or do you feel, like it's no big deal, It's just Earth. Check in with yourself and see where are your emotions around her. Because your emotions, your love for her is going to make a huge difference. Your connection to her, right? Rochelle says, I'm having a hard time hearing you. Really? Well, let me see if I can turn mine up. Okay. Turned mine up. How is that? How's that? Because I have my earbuds on. I'm hoping that those work. They said it was. All right. So let me know, okay? Rochelle, if the sound is any better for you. Hey, Andrew's here too. Hello, Andrew. Cindy says, I have a large old tree in my front yard. It's been struck by lightning, lost 5 large branches this spring, but she is so strong. I admire her so much. She's got strength, huh? Tenacity. Yeah. And she's been blessed many, many times, but when she was struck by lightning. Right? Yeah. And a couple of different languages, right? That would be the Wakian, right? And that would be in Lakota. In Potawatomi, that's, we call anything coming from Grandfather Sky is Gamisho Masay Nan, right? Gamisho Masay Nan, Grandfather Sky. Jocelyn says, I love your rings. Thank you. I thought I'd get a little dressed up for you guys. I got to show you this too. And I wore this t-shirt for Stephanie. This is one of the t-shirts of the social distance powwow. Yeah. It's one of the t-shirts that they have. And Rob says, if your brain entrains to the 8 hertz frequency, you enter alpha state. Yes, exactly. And so our brain waves so much match her. And so when we're quiet and we're still and we get into the alpha, we can connect to her so much easier and a closer connection, right? Thanks for that, Rob, because that's really good. And Cindy says lost bone mass too. Yes, they did. Yep. Yeah, and the gravity is still Grandmother Earth. In fact, did you know that that science has found that gravity has a female nature to it? Yeah, female. Makes sense to me. And so whenever, for instance, when we're in the meditation and I turn my attention to Grandmother Earth and I'm sending her love, now I'm clairaudient, okay? And so what I hear her and how I know my connection is there is I literally hear her call me child. My dear child, right? That's what she calls me. Yeah. And so, and she's the one who gave me that green sparkly light. And it comes up through me, but it also goes around me. And I always say that gravity is her hug. She's hugging us. And so the connection that you have to Grandmother Earth, check in with yourself. What's it feel like? Is it love? Can you really feel her? Because all you really do is need to spend a little bit more time in the quiet with her. Go outside, go into nature, right? For those who really like water, and if it's warm enough to do this, is really go wade in a creek or the ocean, right? And to make that connection to her. There's a little thing that people have been doing now for quite a few years, probably close to 10. It's called earthing. I'm sure you've heard of it. Earthing. And basically that's going outside barefoot. Going outside and spending some time connected to her physically. Right? Yeah. And they say that when we're that closely connected to her, that we become healthier. Our blood pressure, if you have high blood pressure, it'll go down, right? If you have anxiety, it will go down. And so our connection to her is really important. And I'm so glad that we have a particular significant day that's dedicated to her. Earth Day, which is tomorrow. Do you have plans for tomorrow? Do you have anything that you would normally, go out to do? Of course, now that we have this isolation thing going on because of the virus, I know some people would probably go out and do bigger events, like rallies or something like that for Earth Day. Perhaps go out in big groups to go do a cleanup or something like that, right? This year it's going to be quite different, but you can still do something, right? My plan is, and I've done this almost for 5 years now, is I take a couple of trash bags with me, and just in my little neighborhood, I go up and I pick up the trash. Because in the springtime, after the snow melts, that's when you can really see what's been going on out there, outside car windows, right? So do you have any plans? All right. Rochelle says, a little better. Well, rats. I don't know. I'm afraid to touch my button because if I lose you guys. I was going to check on my microphone. It should be on. It's on. All right. Rob is saying gravity is attractive. It's defined as the natural attraction between two masses. We have a gravity to Grandmother Earth is orders of magnitude more massive. Well, that makes sense though, doesn't it? Because we're talking about a relationship. We're talking about a relationship. Her to us and us to her. So that makes total sense to me. Cindy says, what does it mean when I feel heavy when depressed and feel light when happy? That has more to do with your emotions. Your emotions. Yeah. Yeah, and I was they just told me, does she have water weight gain during that time too? Because that can make a difference too. Hey, Christina's here too. Hello, hello. Lynn says, just to be barefoot on, exactly, right? Walking on a beach in the sand. Hey, Minnie's here. Oh, good. Thank you, Minnie. And Jocelyn said you sound good. Thank you. Maybe, did you check your sound? Maybe it's turned down. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I know, technology today, specifically today, it's been very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so one of the things that I wanted to do tonight was to drum for Grandmother Earth. I wanted to talk a little bit about our relationship to her and how much we love her, right? How much we're in love with her. And there's, there we go. So, if you have your drums, you know what? You could have rattles too. If you don't have any drums, you can also use your rattle as well. And we'll do some drumming for Grandmother Earth. And remember that Grandmother Earth, she has many, many children, right? She has all of us two-leggeds, all of us humans. We're her children. But she also has all things green, the tree people, right? She also has the stone people and all the bodies of water. The water is her blood. Water is life, right? Yeah. And of course, those who fly, those who swim, those who crawl, right? Even the nature spirits, the devas and the elementals are her children, right? Yeah. The four-leggeds, the two-leggeds, we're all her children. And so if we love her, then we love all our relatives too. So how much are you in love with her? How much are you in love with your relatives? Right? Now, when it comes to two-leggeds, and some four-leggeds, you know, perhaps we can have a deep like for them. Yeah, and then we have to work on the love part, right? Yeah, that's when our ego, our mental mind kind of gets in there. But we're here to be connected to her, to remember our connection to her. So go ahead, go get your drums. Hello, Suzette. Welcome to the show. Communications from Home is the name of the show that you're watching. I'm your host, Neshi Lokatz, and tonight's show is all about Mother Earth, Grandmother Earth. And Earth Day is tomorrow. And so we're going to do some drumming for her and with her. So go ahead and go get your drums. You can get some rattles if you have that. I'm going to grab my drum, and I'm going to grab my rattle too. So I'll be right back. Here we go. Okay, we'll be using my buffalo drum, a 22-inch buffalo drum. I made this, in 2007. It's a long time ago. And, all right, so tonight's drumming is all about Grandmother Earth, okay? And so I think the very first drumming, I know, I love drumming too. Rochelle says, I love drumming. So the very first drumming that we're going to do is, I'd like it to be a happy one, you know, something that's joyful drumming. Because when we are in joy, right? When we're in that frequency of joy, did you know that joy is actually a higher frequency than love? Did you know that? It is. And so how about if we drum about something joyful first regarding Grandmother Earth? Should we do that? Lisa says, let the thunder roll. Exactly. All right, so how about if we drum for gratitude? Let's have some gratitude for Grandmother Earth, right? And a gratitude for everything that she's given to us. Everything that she's given to us. Literally, our entire life, right? And so, what was that, Rob? He says, wow, Alexandria is low and resonant tonight. Oh, well, there's humidity, right? There's that. All right, so we're going to do a little welcoming to the drums. And what I like to do is just to do a greeting to my drum before we start. And so just getting that connection, right? A lot of times I'll give her a hug. And that also tends to warm her up a little bit too. Yeah. So the first round is going to be about gratitude. How much are you grateful for Grandmother Earth and everything that she's done for us, right? So when we do a drumming, you can drum however you'd like, because we can't really hear each other, right? And so when I get toward the end of a drumming, because it's a feeling for me, that when we're getting to a completion, right? And you're going to hear me drum like this. So listen for this piece, okay? It's going to go. Okay. Some of you might recognize that as a shamanic callback, all right? So when you hear that, then you know that we're heading to the end of that round, all right? Okay. So let's drum for Grandmother Earth. Gratitude for everything that she gives to us, right? Gratitude. I was so thanking her so much for everything that she does for us, right? Yeah. So if you have a prayer that you would like to drum for Grandmother Earth, go ahead and drop it in the comments. And the drummers, all of us that are drumming or using your rattles, will drum your prayer for you, okay? Doesn't mean that you need a drum. All you need is a prayer, and we'll drum it for you, okay? All right. So, hey, Madonna's here too. Hello, Madonna. Good to have you here. And yeah, Madonna's one of Star Nation's authors. Yeah. The sound keepers, weavers, the sound weavers. Got that wrong. Yeah. We could drum for those who swim. We could do that. Madonna, if we were going to do a prayer for those who swim, do you have one that you would like us to drum for them? Yeah. If you do, just go ahead and drop the prayer or the intention, and we can certainly do that. Okay? All right. So I know that some people call Grandmother Earth Mother Earth, right? And some call her Gaia, right? Yeah, and some call her Mother Nature, right? All the same. All the same. And not all Native Americans call her grandmother either, Kokmis Kikan. Kokmis Kikan. That's Potawatomi for our grandmother Earth. And so, you know, when you're drumming your prayers, you're saying your prayers or rattling them. However you connect to her, whatever you call her, that's all right. Go ahead and do that. So Madonna is saying a prayer for the health of the oceans and all its creatures. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. So drummers, get ready. Here we go. The prayer for the health, the optimal health for the oceans and all of its creatures. All right. For the oceans. Here we go. Thank you, Madonna, for that prayer. I was envisioning clean oceans, crystal clear waters, right? And, you know, how the fish swim and the dolphins and the whales and, yeah, it's good stuff. Beautiful is right, Cindy, beautiful. So thank you for that prayer, Madonna. That was a good one. So, do you have any others that you'd like us to drum? Can you think of another one? Now remember that she has lots of children. So if you have anything that you'd like us to do a prayer for any one of her children, we can certainly do that. Jocelyn says, prayer that this virus disappears and our world becomes as one. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to add in there, Jocelyn, for the highest good, okay? Because even though the virus is doing what the virus is meant to do by nature. right? And so, but let's call it for the highest good, right? That the virus goes away for the highest good. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so, and that the world becomes one, that unified field. Okay, here we go. Drummers, here we go. There we go. So it has a natural ending, right? Yeah. So thank you for that, Jocelyn, for that prayer. And many are saying, I would love to drum for humans to open to their earth connection. Ooh, that's a good one. That really is a good one. Let's do that one. All right, so here's the prayer that all humans, all two-leggeds, open to the connection that they have with Grandmother Earth, because it's already there. They have to turn their attention to it, right? Their full attention to it. All right, so here we go. Drummers? open connection to her. Thank you, Minnie. That was good. Madonna says, thank you. Drums always give me goosebumps. She saw the waves through the oceans. I did too, actually. Okay. Lisa says, I'm not very good at drumming, but I'm trying. That's good. That's all you have to do is be in your heart, Lisa. Really. You know, is to let go of the, I have to do it this way or I have to do it that way. Okay? Just feel the connection and just let it flow. Nobody's going to say, oh, you did it wrong. And if they do, just go away. Right? So you're doing good. You're doing good. Cindy, oh, Kimberly's here too. Hello, Kimberly. She says, Cindy says, for the love of our four-leggeds and the beautiful, colorful creatures that bring joy to our hearts. Ah, all right. So, to the four-leggeds and the beautiful, colorful creatures. When I read that one, Cindy, I was thinking about the macaws and the parakeets and all those tropical birds, right? Yeah. Okay. So for the four-leggeds and all the colorful creatures. All right. So I gotta get a drink first. All right. Four-leggeds. All right, drummers. Drum this prayer for the four-leggeds, okay? All right. Here we go. Those four-leggeds. And let me tell you, I went a lot of different places, the elephants and the deer, you know, all of them. All right, let's see. I lost my place. There we are. Hey, Winona's here too. Hello there. Good to have you here. Madonna says, for the safety and well-being of all children around the world. That's a good one. All right, so, and we're talking about the two-legged children all around the world, right? All around the world, that they're safe and that they're well, right? Yeah, and that they know that they're loved. Those two-leggeds. Okay, here we go. Drummers, and if you're using rattles, that's great too. All right, here we go. For all the children all across the world, they be safe. All right, here we go. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Madonna, for that. My drum was actually quivering on that one. Yeah. So thank you for that, Madonna. I think that one was sorely needed. You know, and seeing that white light of the Creator, that protection, right? Going all across Grandmother Earth for those children. Yeah. So thank you for that. Hey, Christine's here. Hello, Christine. Lynn says, when you first started playing, it made me weep. Aw. Hey, Anne's here too. Hello, Anne. Really saying hi to everybody. Lisa says, I would love to honor our spirit teams and all the beings that support us in the earth. Our spiritual teams and all the support and love they give us for us to do our journey here on Grandmother Earth in this physical life. That's a good one. All right. We're almost at the top of the hour, too. Oh, my goodness. All right. All right, drummers, rattlers, you ready? This is a thank you. This is an honoring of all of our spiritual teams and all they do to help us in this physical life that we have, to help us walk our earth walk. Right? Okay, here we go. So, for our spiritual teams, all the thank yous and love that we have for them. Yay. Thank you for that, Lisa. Cindy said she saw wild Mustangs on the four-leggeds, right? Hey, Ann. Jocelyn says, my cat Shadow was rubbing all over my drum. Yay. Love, 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 right? Deborah says, wow, that's relaxing. I could hear the multiple after vibrations resonating. Yeah, that's for sure. So, what are your plans for tomorrow? What are you going to physically do to show your love and appreciation for Grandmother Earth on Earth Day, right? Yeah, I know. You're welcome. There's a couple things I'm going to be doing other than working on Star Nation stuff. But I am going to go out there, and I'm going to take Georgie with me, and we're going to pick up some trash because I can see some along the back part of our property. I'm going to go and do that, and maybe take them for a walk around the neighborhood and pick up some trash, whatever's out there. Wear gloves. And the other thing I'm going to do is at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, is I'm going to go and watch and be in the chat, probably in the lobby too, of Nature Adventures with Minnie Kansman. She's got some special things for us tomorrow for Earth Day, right? And I have a show at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be doing a spiritual conversation about the card draw for the week. And then tomorrow night is Polly Jo LeBay for Soul Connections, and that's an evening of divine healing and card draws. So we got a big day for you guys tomorrow, right? And there's also something else going on that you might want to consider being a part of. At 11:11, whether you do it AM or PM, there is a Unify, I think that's the name of it. They're doing a worldwide meditation for Grandmother Earth. So that's at 11:11, either AM or PM. Okay, so you can join them if you'd like. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Deb says, wow, that was relaxing. Okay, and then Lynn's, thank you. Julie's here. Hello, Julie. Time for one more? Sure, why not? Madonna says, plant more flowers, of course. Of course. And then he says, thank you for the evening of drumming, Neshi. I cannot wait for Nature Connections tomorrow. I know, me too. So, Rob, did you want to do one more round of something before we say goodnight? He's probably madly typing away quickly to see what he would like us to drum a prayer. So thank you so much, you guys, really. For all those that were drumming tonight, thank you for bringing your drums and bringing your love and your heart to those drummings. And if you used your rattle, even, thank you too. Thank you too. And for those that added their prayers in, thank you so much for that, for Grandmother Earth, right? And we're going to be doing our grounding, centering, and protecting tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. Yeah, so I do love drumming too, Lynn. I'm just waiting on Rob to see if there was some last thing that he wanted to do. Of course, we could drum for a better internet connection. I know. I don't even know. I don't think it's back yet. Nope, it's not. Our internet's still out. All right, Rob, hopefully, I'm not sure. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. And join me next week for Communications from Home. Hopefully, we'll be back with our partners at Be Live. And next week, I have a guest next week as well. And her name is Lorraine LaFontaine. And she's going to be bringing to us some interesting information about anxiety and what we can do to become more calmer, right? What's Rob got? He says, for all the refugees, especially the children, locked in cages and separated from their families. Oh my goodness. Yeah, those kids, huh? Down at, well, here in the United States, we know where that's at, right? Down at the southern border. Okay. One more round for the kids. Drummers, don't put your drums away yet, because this is an important one too, okay? So we're going to do another round for the children. Thank you, Reb. For all the refugees, especially the children, locked in cages and separated from their families. Okay? May they be safe. May they be safe. May they be returned to their parents, to their families soon. Right? Okay. Here we go. Gotta love those kids, those children. Okay, drummers. Here we go. Children prayers are pretty big. All right, thank you, Rab, for that. Hey, Marge, she's just joined us. So thank you so much for being with me this evening for Communications from Home. And we'll see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's next week, Tuesday. And I'll have another guest with me. And hopefully, cross your fingers, that Be Live is going to be working. And I'll have my internet all taken care of, okay? All right. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, and we'll see you soon. Ba Mamina. That's Potawatomi for until we see each other again. Love you guys.